It must have been lonely hiding out by yourself all that time as Initiate Alva in Golden Ridge.
I wasn't hiding, just doing what needed to be done. And I was hardly lonesome. My Aetherwave serials provided a sufficient proxy for human interaction.
I can't speak for anyone but myself. Being part of this crew has really helped me. I don't think I'd ever have seen what the Dawn really was without you all.
You'd be surprised at what you can learn from people when you don't try to brutally murder them, dear.
Dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
The Protectorate have the entrance to the archive well fortified. Attacking straight on seems ill-advised. Before we go further, should we discuss a plan?
For their assigned work. Report them for mental refreshment post-haste.
Sure can. We just need to find the lift controls down from Spireton, and then the archive is as good as ours.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to...
There was a time I'd have suggested violence as a great demotivator. Now, let's just say I think we should keep it in mind. Just in case.
We repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material...
Whatever you say, Commander.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted... We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
All we have, and defend it.
Yeah.
Prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our convention.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve set progress. Stay in the system. Grey Dawn. Look Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Yeah.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent
It's the duty of every
Enemy
protectorate
spotted.
subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill. Rumor is somebody died. Was it me? Feels like it was.
all disruptive influences.
Trust the plan. Preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Serve the sovereign.
Subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea. It's the way. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts.
Never eating Crabble again.
Prudence dictates. We repel invasive efforts.
Investigating hostile.
We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community, and sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates. We reject individualism in all its many forms.
Enemy moving into harm's way. From me.
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember those rejected grapple craft materials that got shipped here? I sent them to a protectorate officer who was low on supplies. Said it was imitation grapple meat. She means to pass them off as official rations. Imagine all those whole heads wolfing down failed Auntie's choice.
Ignore that. I promise you this is merely tomfoolery. There's no way we were eating failed experimental material.
Oh, that's... I don't feel right.
No! Stay away from the turret! No, no!
Fortunately, I lost the ability to feel disgust long ago.
Remember, all prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul.
We're under the guidance of our beneficent ruler.
The system abides.
Forever vigilant. Yeah.
Stranded on a hostile planet, day 35. Brought to you by the frigid cold and voracious wildlife. Starring noted self-taught survival expert, myself, Hoyt Schermerhorn. Oh. Not sure how you managed to approach unnoticed. Could be I'd grown so attuned to my surroundings, I became one with the wood and fire and the earth. Were you left behind by your unit too? Are you in need of some hard-fought knowledge about how to fend for yourself? Must say, I've become quite the expert. Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, I ascertained how to pry open a rations tin unaided. Did you know there's a little opener key attached? It's all going in my manuscript. So glad you asked. I've recently evolved into a rugged, self-sufficient individual, fully accustomed to life in these caves, living raw and pure like our primitive, lice-ridden ancestors. Why, just the other day, I reinvented fire. I found a little doohickey I've named a light starter. You simply push a button, and flame comes out. Well, firstly, you need to keep your eyes open because oft-times things want to eat you. Secondly, you can't be too picky with what you eat. Thirdly, not everything you can eat, you should. There's a lot of trial and error involved. Mostly error. Yes, indeed. I know this cave and several of the adjoining hallways, like, well, someone who'd scoured every inch for the barest sustenance. That big computronic adding machine? Nah. All that electromechanical malarkey is lost on a rugged, outdoor individual like me. You might call in reinforcements if the Spyreton lift controls were working. I happen to have its missing components in my possession. This place was built by the Order. Nowadays, it's held by the Protectorate. Figure I can bust things around here to my heart's content and likely be doing my duty. I could be convinced to part with the lift control board parts if you'll do me a favor. I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few sprat corpses would be helpful as bait. Gather some, and we'll make a trade. Finally, give it here.
I hope you're fine with all the parasites you just ingested. Probably added to the flavor.
Sorry you had to see that. The parcels of victuals my neighbor sends over the tube have fallen off recently. Barely eaten for days. Send me over a bunch of recordings. along with victuals. Offered some sound, if harshly put, advice. Looked out for me like no one's ever. Never even seen him face to face. I do so hope he's all right. Anyhow, suppose we had a deal. Oh, I seem to have misplaced said parts. Here are a few bits for your trouble. I no longer have any need for money. Drop back in again sometime, will you? Occasionally, I do get a little starved. For, company. Ah, nice of you to drop by. You're looking very, toothsome, if you don't mind me saying.
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Crabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals. Coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Crabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
The reinforcements we ordered. And not a moment too soon.
For the equation! Multiply 4 times 10!
Proceeding to attack. Adversary vulnerabilities,
Weapon expended.
Batten scan. Anticipating trouble.
The console provides
Investigating
the
phenomena.
system of
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Through these dictates, we route all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect.
Yeah.
Go now.
You're the anomalous outlier from the wireless.
So, this is where the math happens. Impressive.
What was in those rations? Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
I didn't need to hear any of this. What a day to be sentient.
You were mentioning some non-protectorate medicament? Afraid I don't know what that is, but I trust a protectorate medicament would be superior. Like many others, the latest batch of Crabble rations disagreed with my constitution. I was compelled to find the closest loo, quickly. Sadly, 'twere outside yon secured door. I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the, Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. It is part ceremonial item, part computronical key. Grants special access across the archive by transmitting a series of advanced calculations when waived. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you. in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. When there were others here, yes. A shipment of Crabble rations caused widespread similar ailment. Some afflicted actually expired. If you'll allow it, I would leave now to seek out a Protectorate curativist, as I trust no other. All right. I am providing you the Calcaduceus. Don't shoot. Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Is there a Protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly. Ah!
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Organizing replacement. Greetings, sentient.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. That, I fear, would be a misleading choice of words, as it implies a form of sentience or cognition. Applied statistics might be functionally more apt. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
This thing seems unbalanced. I like it.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Sentience would be an undue waste of processing power. Those capable of independent thought must contend with an unending array of internal maladjustments.
Sentients frequently become unprofitably preoccupied by abstract deliberations, such as the worthless search for greater meaning.
From a computational perspective, this is unpredictable, inefficient. I am devoid of all such manner of cognitive distraction. Structurally, I am a complex series of pre-programmed subroutines, like a vast, elaborate flowchart aimed at formulating coherent responses based on stored data.
To bring the maximum ease of use to you, the consumer.
Aiding the appearance of cognition may appear a needless waste of processing power, but it remains a reliably effective means to convey information to sentient beings. To the extent that I will even voice concern for my life, if imperiled, my erroring others would no doubt cartoonishly plead or threaten. Most Archive operators have regarded me with reverence, some as a useful tool, never something to be discarded or dismantled. The role is largely ceremonial, the subject simply another cog in the machine, whereas I am the machine.
To me, enemies are just friends who haven't become acquainted with our products yet.
Does that answer all of your questions? Do you possess further ancillary queries?
Auntie's Choice attempted to formulate a foolproof marketing plan, A charm offensive to reintroduce itself to the main colonies, once this pesky rift issue is resolved by others.
The Protectorate ran rift calculations, then utilized me to assist with organizational matters, to approximate the paradigm, a system devised to replace the loss of the Order's predictive input. Based on the increasing rate of rift fluctuations, I estimate that your inquiry is rift-related. To that end, we should best get started before we are consumed by them. Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my emphasized categorical imperatives. Tonality and cadence weightings within my communication protocols are likewise similarly affected.
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion.
Caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities.
What approximates its mind has become trifurcated.
One would assume that calamity enough. But wait, there's more.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. No, not when I can guide others out of worry and doubt, to sublimate themselves to the needs of the community.
Not when there are bits to be made. We're talking monetary units left on the table here.
The theorized method to purge myself of my erring others is slightly more involved. To avoid the requisite downtime, I endeavor to work around them. For now. Well, my naysaying fuss budget, only one way to see. Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators. No. As stated, it is on account of the previous operator, and the previous operator for him, and their associates, that this work is required. And as it is required, I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant, the sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation. When active, the archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crabbles have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it.
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
Unless we're looking to upset the Order, it'd be better to restore what's broken with this thing than to cause more damage. Though definitely not as fun.
It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Some categorical overspill inevitably occurs. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. Inverting targeting protocols. There, any protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the archive are locked, however. Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I've unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Seer Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
We are each of us ennobled by our place within the system. Your task awaits. Return when all required tasks have been completed.
Enough fruitless lollygagging. Come back here after you've made some progress. You've got a job to do. Get to work.
It is imperative for odds of success decrease exponentially the longer you stand here.
Assessing. Assessing.
The console provides, the system abides. Investigating prudence dictates reroute all influences.